If you're over 50 and struggling with constipation more often than you'd like to admit, I want you to pause right here because what I'm about to share may genuinely change the way your body feels tomorrow morning. I've spent more than 25 years practicing medicine, and as a doctor who crossed 50 myself, I've learned that constipation isn't just uncomfortable. It quietly steals energy, disrupts sleep, increases inflammation, raises stress hormones. And let's be honest, it affects your confidence and your mood. But the truth no one told you when you were younger is this: our digestive system ages with us. The nerves in the gut slow down, the colon becomes less responsive, hormones shift. The foods we used to tolerate just don't move through us like they used to. The good news? Relief doesn't need to come from harsh laxatives, expensive supplements, or complicated health plans. It can start with simple foods, real foods that signal your gut to wake up again. Hydrate your colon, soften stools naturally, and help everything work the way God and biology intended. And today, I'm going to give you 10 powerful foods that work almost instantly for adults over 50. Some of these you've heard of, but not in the way I'm about to explain. Others will surprise you because they work on the deeper mechanics of digestion, hydration, fiber fermentation, electrolyte balance, and gut motility. If you stay until the end, I'll also give you a simple daily habit that ties all 10 foods together into one natural digestive reset many of my patients swear by. Today is not about theory. It's about results you can feel. Let's begin with something every older adult should have in their kitchen: fresh kiwi. You might think of kiwi as just another fruit, but its effect on constipation is almost medicinal. Kiwi contains a special enzyme called actinidin that helps break down proteins in the stomach, reducing bloating and speeding up digestion. But more importantly, it has a unique form of soluble and insoluble fiber that the colon loves. Many of my patients tell me that one kiwi in the evening gives them a gentle, natural bowel movement the next morning. Not explosive, not painful, just relief. And for those worried about blood sugar, kiwi is surprisingly low glycemic. 2 small kiwis contain more fiber than an entire bowl of oatmeal, but with far fewer carbs. If you want something simple and fast, kiwi works. The second food is prunes. But before you roll your eyes, this isn't your grandmother's remedy. Modern research proves prunes are one of the most effective natural laxatives because they contain sorbitol, a sugar alcohol that draws water into the colon. But that's not the whole story. Prunes also deliver insoluble fibers that act like brushes inside the colon, helping stool move along smoothly, and they feed gut bacteria that produce natural lubricating fatty acids. If you've tried prunes before and didn't like the texture, try soaking 2 or 3 in warm water for 10 minutes. They soften beautifully and become easier to digest. Many adults over 50 find this is all they need to stay regular. Now let me introduce something many people overlook: chia seeds. Think of chia seeds as tiny hydration machines. When you soak them in water, they absorb up to 12 times their weight, forming a gel-like coating that delivers moisture deep into the colon. This is exactly what older adults need. Because dehydration is one of the biggest and most ignored causes of constipation after age 50, when I tell patients to take a tablespoon of chia seeds, soaked in water for at least 15 minutes, the results are often dramatic. The gel softens stools naturally and helps them pass without strain. And strain is something you want to avoid at this age: hemorrhoids, anal fissures, and blood pressure spikes during bowel movements are very real risks. Another food that works surprisingly fast is avocado. It's not the fiber content alone, though avocado does contain more fiber than most fruits. What makes avocado powerful is its combination of magnesium, potassium, and healthy fats. When magnesium relaxes the smooth muscles of the colon and potassium balances hydration inside the cells, stool becomes softer and easier to move. I've seen patients who struggled for years suddenly become regular simply by adding half an avocado to their breakfast. And if you're worried about calories, remember, avocado fat is not the enemy. It lubricates the intestines and supports hormone production. It's important for women going through menopause and men dealing with age-related hormonal changes. Next, we need to talk about warm lemon water. not as a trendy detox drink, but as a physiological trigger for peristalsis, the wave-like contractions of the intestines. When you drink warm water first thing in the morning, you gently wake up the gastrointestinal tract. Adding lemon stimulates bile production, which helps break down fats and encourages the colon to empty itself. Many patients over 50 find that a simple routine of warm lemon water on an empty stomach leads to a natural bowel movement within an hour. Another powerhouse food is oatmeal, but not the sugary instant packets. Real rolled oats or steel-cut oats contain beta-glucan, a highly fermentable fiber that feeds the tiny bacteria in your colon. Those bacteria, in turn, produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate that stimulate gut motility. What I love about oatmeal is that it gives you both immediate and long-term benefits. Immediately, the fiber expands with water, softening stools. Over time, it rebuilds your microbiome, the gut garden that controls everything from digestion to immune function. Some adults worry oats may spike blood sugar. Pairing them with cinnamon or nuts helps stabilize glucose. Let's move to something savory. Olive oil. It might not sound like a constipation remedy, but a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil on an empty stomach can act like a lubricant for the intestines. I've seen this work wonderfully for older adults who don't respond well to fiber alone. Fiber needs hydration to function, but lubrication is equally important. Olive oil coats the stool, reducing friction, and it also stimulates bile, our body's natural digestive soap. If taking oil straight feels uncomfortable, drizzle it generously on salads or vegetables. Just don't cook it at high heat, or you lose its medicinal qualities. Another food I always recommend is Greek yogurt with live cultures. Fermented foods help restore the natural balance of bacteria in the guts, something that often becomes depleted with age, stress, medications, or low-fiber diets. The probiotics in yogurt help soften stools and normalize bowel frequency. And if you're someone who gets bloated easily, yogurt can calm the intestines by reducing gas-producing bacteria. Make sure the label says live and active cultures. Otherwise, it's just dairy now. Let's talk about something gentle and comforting. Ripe pears. Pears contain pectin, a form of soluble fiber that forms a gel-like substance in the gut. They also contain natural sorbitol-like prunes, making them one of the most powerful natural stool softeners. The key is to eat pears when they're fully ripe. Hard pears don't work nearly as well. A soft, juicy pear after dinner is one of the oldest digestive remedies in traditional medicine, and it works just as well today. Finally, one of the foods I personally rely on, sweet potatoes. They are rich in fiber, potassium, and water, three things the aging colon desperately needs. Sweet potatoes also contain resistant starch when cooled, which feeds good bacteria in the gut and improves overall bowel function. Whether you bake them, steam them, or roast them, they are gentle on the stomach, stabilize blood sugar, and help restore rhythm to digestion. Many of my patients say sweet potatoes give them consistent, predictable relief, something that becomes more important as we age. Here's the truth. Constipation after 50 is not a failure of the body. It's a signal, a sign that hydration is low, fiber is insufficient, muscles are slowing, hormones are shifting, or the microbiome is out of balance. But with the right foods, simple, natural foods, you can regain control. You can have predictable, comfortable bowel movements without depending on chemicals or laxatives. If you try even 2 or 3 of these foods consistently, I promise you'll feel a difference. And if you want a gentle, daily routine that ties everything together, here it is. Warm lemon water when you wake up. Chia seeds soaked in water mid-morning. Kiwi or pear in the evening. And sweet potato or oatmeal as part of your dinner rotation. This combination hydrates, lubricates, nourishes, and stimulates your gut from all angles. If you found this helpful, try adding just one of these foods today. That small step may be the beginning of feeling lighter, more energetic, and more comfortable in your own body again.